Styles P sat down recently with my man Scoop B, and I think we've got the clip here. They were talking about, did Jay-Z ever pass Biggie lyrically? Let's listen to him if we can.
Man,
$1 million question.
Is that me?
Lyrically, do you think that Jay-Z has surpassed Biggie?
No, I don't. I don't say anyone surpassed Big, because Big didn't have a fair shot to be around as long as he should have. And I believe he set the tone. And I believe in hip hop, we do too much comparisons, especially of people who are not around. I think there is no rap game where it's at. I don't think Jay-Z makes it to where he's at. The Lox makes it to where he's at. A bunch of us, if it wasn't for Big and Pac actually setting a certain tone, standard, and bar in the rap game for you to keep up to the bar. So people often say that someone surpassed someone or someone is better without realizing who's the people who set the standards.
Yeah.
And I think you can't compare anyone to people who set the standards, especially if they're not around anymore.
Million.
Your thoughts on that?
I wish my girl was here, Miss Jade. Shout out to Miss Jade. She one of the biggest Jay-Z fans I know. Her and I been going back and forth for decades between Jay-Z and Nas. It's just like, it's just some fun, crazy shit. Every time we see each other, she be like, hey, Nas still ain't shit. We go back and forth with it, but no, that's interesting. I don't know if I could weigh in on it because, that ain't my field. I'm outside looking in. I think
What's not your field? Hip hop?
With the whole, with the rap shit like that. Like, he's an actual rapper, bro. And he's a respectable, reputable rapper. Like, our opinions, we give our opinions, and
That's all we. Yeah,
That's the question.
But dog,
who do you take? Who you got? It's simple. You don't went around the question.
Filibuster.
oh no, shit. And that, of course, I'm going with Big all day, every day. I agree with what he said. He set the tone when it comes to storytelling. We didn't. I think growing up for me, my greatest storyteller back then, before Nas and Big came out, was Slick Rick. But once Big came out, to me, that hardcore hip hop with that, when it wasn't from the 80s pop songs that, him and Puff was doing, when it was some original tracks, like, dog, you felt them.
Right.
Like, man, like, bro, damn, you feel what's beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel that, yo. All that kick in the door, waving the 4-4, you know what I'm saying? Jermaine turned around, he was holding his daughter, pow, 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 all that, you know what I'm saying? You feel all like, damn, he's a great storyteller, he's a, back then, that's when the clubs was banging. Before hip hop moved to the strip club, it was in the regular clubs and it was banging. Yeah, no, Jay got some good songs. I'm a Jay-Z fan as far as the album Reasonable Doubt. I fuck with Reasonable Doubt. This first one to me is 5-star. That's a classic right there.
Yeah.
But everything else after that,
None of them though. Like
it's its own personal opinion.
Blueprint
It's own personal opinion because it's some inside shit. So, but no, I'm gonna still go with Big with that. And then, like he said though, Big material was cut short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With his unfortunate passing, before that he was changing the game though. He was. In the videos, him and Puff, even though they was wearing shiny suits, and but you seen Big with some of that quote unquote boss player shit, top hat. I mean not top hat, excuse me, derby, and cane and sashis, and you know what I'm saying. And then that's when that whole thing vamped over. Then that's when Jay wanted to come with the button up and all that. So it was bound to pass. I think he set that mark with revolutionizing it because I think before that. Most of hip hop was radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you had your explicit lyrics. Don't get me wrong. You had your certain groups and certain rappers who were going to drop like 50 million F-bombs and talk about your MF and mom and da-da-da-da. You knew that, but a lot of the stuff that was playing were artists, and they played a lot of the shit on the radio. That's when we were heavy into videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a different take. He just didn't get a fair shake on it, of course, again. But no, I like Big, man. I'm gonna go with that in both of it.
Who you got?
Man, it's tough, but I got to go with Jay for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Big. I love it. When he was alive. We was Biggie, but I think Jay-Z's, and like you just said, I hate Biggie's stuff, body of work was cut short, but Jay-Z's wasn't. And we got a chance to see his full potential. And I got to go with him because he's took it to another level, and now he's took the throne, and it's been tough to get him off of it. You know, if we're being honest, I mean, there's some people that's right, you know, right there, but Jay-Z always, if you get in that conversation, he always one of the top people we talk about. You know, so, I mean, he's got so many bangers to me. I think he's made Reasonable Doubt, obviously, is a classic, but I think he's made so many more albums also that's been great albums. So, I mean, I'm just a huge Jay-Z fan, you know what I'm saying? And then just, not even just lyrically, but, you know, the stuff, he was changing cultural stuff. So, you know, just Jay-Z just as a whole. And then also he got Beyonce. Come on, man, you can't.
That tips the scale.
Tip the scale to a whole nother level. You got Beyonce. I mean, Faith was fine now, but, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce and Faith, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know, but I think Jay-Z definitely, I got to take Jay over Big in this one.
You think he's the best lyricist in history? Jay?
History?
Hell no.
I like him.
You think Big is then?
I like Wayne. I like him. I like Wayne. But, you know, I've always.
People going to yell at you for Wayne, but you're right.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, but I mean, for growing up for me, though, I'm from Indiana, so we didn't have a lot. So you kind of migrated to a certain sound. We migrated to down south. So I was a huge 8-Ball MJG fan. I was a huge Scarface fan. You know, I was a huge, so those were my guys I listened to a lot. But don't get me wrong, when, you know, I listen to, you know, Pac, Biggie, and all those guys. But, you know, you got to put Pac in there as well. You know, obviously, you know, you got a top 5. I don't think you can go, because top 5 you can kind of rotate them any type of way. I think,
yeah,
in my
it all
opinion.
depends on that person. Yeah, no, true that.
Yeah,
true that. And yeah, you definitely can't leave Pac out of that conversation. You know, and like you said, I think Jay did take advantage of, with him still living, and you know, he took advantage of his circumstances, which you can't be mad at.
Yeah, you can't be mad at him.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know, because Pac had a lot of material too, and you know what I'm saying? Man.
Yeah,
I think cut short too.
Yeah, he was cut short too. So it's like, I don't know, that to me, that to say who was the greatest, to me, that's always going to be a question mark.
Yeah, this is gonna
and
be a
there's
question
other MCs out there that I love who I think are lyrically top dog. You know, I think lyrically Common, lyrically Black Thought, lyrically KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain genres of hip hop, it's like he started all that smooth shit. Big started all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it made the smooth shit, especially for a big dude.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
8-Ball too, though.
Yo, I fucks with 8-Ball.
They all around the same time, man.
Yeah. And you know, they made it for
8-Ball
like
was
big
pimping, my
dudes.
fault. 8-Ball was trying to pimp. It was pimping.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You know, it's all allegedly on wax.
But yeah, I
It's
think
all
it goes.
storytelling on wax.
It goes to just, you know, the same thing we talk about with the whole quote unquote GOAT shit. It goes with the individual person and what they like.
Yeah, what they like.
You know
100%.
what I'm saying? So
100%.
That's why I don't think it could necessarily be one particular GOAT.
Yeah, who you taking? Because you kind of a hip hop head yourself.
Of these two, I would say Biggie is the better lyricist, but like you said, we got, I think, 13 Jay-Z albums.
Yeah.
We got, 2 Biggie when he was like actually
some
in
underground.
control
like
of
2
it.
or 3.
Yeah, it's like saying
3
like
max.
2 great seasons of somebody versus somebody that got to do it for 10, 12, 15 years.
That's why I said we got a chance to see his full body of
Yeah,
work.
so I guess the higher peak I would say Biggie, but he didn't have a chance to have like a run, a prime, even. So I would say Biggie of those two. Though Jay is one of my favorites.
Gotcha.